This exact three-step model will make you rich in 2025. So my indicators are simply the Asian range to understand where we are in terms of the daily opening price. And of course, we have the daily power of three as an extra confluence. So step one is you're looking for a 15-minute fair value gap. So this is my 15-minute fair value gap over here. Notice how it's come off this order block over here, leaving this big fair value gap over here. Now when price comes into the zone, we just want to hop down to the 5-minute time frame, and we're simply looking for a change in state of delivery. So most traders out there can never actually identify what a change in state of delivery is, right? We're going to go through this in this video. So what's happening over here on the 5-minute time frame is we see a fair value gap over here, and we see our final rejection over here after taking out some liquidity over here. Now, what's important to understand when we wait for market open, right? When we make wait for market open, we actually want to see what's going on inside of this zone. So what's really going on here is quite interesting. Where when we go into the candles and we dive into them deeper, what we see is we see a lot of green candles, but we also see a lot of aggressive buying. In this case, we see at the top over here, 29 for 124. We see 193 for 181. So we're seeing a lot of blue over here, 76 for 122. So we're seeing a large difference between the buyers and the sellers. There's more buyers than there are sellers. And so what this means is that there's the ask is being hit, but these buyers are being absorbed, which tells you that this zone is strong, right? So what's important to understand is we're seeing a ton of absorption of these aggressive buyers. These aggressive buyers are not actually driving price lower. And so when we look at this from an order flow perspective, we had a huge move to the downside, big move to the downside. So this is kind of our second in-market fair value gap. And this is what's really interesting when we look at the rejection of this area. We rejected off this area. If we look at this number over here, we actually had 764 for 1,000. So there were significantly more aggressive buyers than there were aggressive sellers, right? Despite that, this zone rejected pretty perfectly. So when we go back to the regular candlestick chart, the only reason you can maybe take a short from here with a clear stop loss at this area is because the market was giving us an absorption of those aggressive buyers, right? Those aggressive buyers were simply unable to drive price higher at this level. So this level over here, this level over here, we saw aggressive buyers trying to drive price up, but they failed because this level held. And this is the reason price moved down in the first place. So next time you feel lost when you're looking at fair value gaps, always remember who is in control between the buyers and the sellers.